Hey, I found something wrong in my Minecraft world. I know it sounds weird, but something is watching me.
A player named Player411 sent me his files. We see a player hunted by something unnatural. We see him fight back and lose everything. Maybe we can figure out what happened to him. File 1, we see him in his new Minecraft world. Everything seems normal at first. He looks around, spawned in a forest. He even have the bonus chest on. He goes in and takes it, but was surprised because the items already were used, but is very unnatural in a new Minecraft world. You still pick him up. It seems like the player not see the sign in the background. If you look at the sign, it's very hard to read what is on it. But if we zoom in, we see something like alone, not safe. After the player get everything, he keeps going to the village. A normal Minecraft village. But something was weird again. The whole village was empty. He looked around, but couldn't find anybody. You find a chest, even with some diamonds, iron. He gathered everything together before he keeps looking at the village. By the second look, still nobody. Very weird. I mean, he spawned at first. The player seems to understand that something is weird because of his slow movements. He noticed the statue and goes there. But to his surprise, the statue is normal. A lecturer is standing there with a chest. In this chest is a grass block, but is also unnatural. He goes to the lecture and reads the following book.
Be aware. In case you read this, follow the simple rules. Rule 1, stay home at night. Rule 2, ignore the steps outside. There's no one. Rule 3, when food disappear, do not search. Rule 4, don't go in
The second page was missing. The player took the book and keeps going. He decided to take down some trees to build a house. While the player is gathering, he seems not to know that something very creepy will happen now. Steps that belong to nobody. We will see the steps getting more often. You even find these weird trees. Here again, to recap. After the shocking event, the player decides to get deeper into the village. The hero steps again. This is the second time we hear those steps that belong to nobody. He's looking around. Another empty house, completely empty village. He decides to make some crops. Next time we see him is after farming. It even become night. He decides to find a house for the night, remembering the second rule not to stay outside. I see hear them again. It starts to form a pattern as he went upside in the house, where he finds a sign.
Don't look out. Don't make noises. Ignore steps. Ignore sounds.
Player still decides to look out. This is where we can see some glowing eyes coming from something like a stray. We start to hear some whisper, hunted by the steps. as the player decides to wait out the night. So, we saw this weird sign at the start, the village that was empty, and know that something is hunting the player, but we don't understand how everything comes together. To understand, we have to continue watching. The clip cuts into the future, as we can see player 411 showing us his new built house. At first, again, everything seems normal. He even gathered some diamonds, as he showed us. He's clearly paranoid as he keeps checking outside. But then, an entity on the top. Player 411 tried to stay calm as he goes outside to see what that was. But at the moment he arrived, nobody was there. The player keeps looking, and to help him see, he puts some torches on the scene. Player goes inside to take on his armor for better protection. And geared up with a diamond sword. We see a cut, so we assumed he could not find him, as he was taking some last items from his old house. He opened the door and went upside. But then the door closed, followed by the creepy whisper. The player then go outside to find him. But again, nothing. This is where he spots the weird light coming from above. The player then goes back to home to take some dirt to expect. At first it seemed strange, but when he looked inside he was shocked. A present from some angels. The chest contained some skull detectors, redstone lamps, and a cake. And a letter.
You are not alone.
Based on what was in the chest, we can assume that the entity that spawned him this is not what haunted him, because of the loot. It then cuts to another day, where the player seems happy about the cake. When he went outside to make his traps for whatever is lurking there. As he finds some new signs.
You are not alone. Where am I? I can feel me. Why? Help.
It seems like the entity is also confused on what is going on. The player set up his traps. This time he seems to be alone. When he set up the last one, he waited outside to let the night come. He then went inside to cook some beef after a short moment. He decided to check the traps. Immediately, he saw the light. He directly went outside to see what was haunting him the whole time. Finally, he can find the truth and find out what was going on. He then equipped some torches and lurked in the shadows, but again, none there. The player keeps searching before he gave up and went back home. But on the hill he got a surprise. His building, what was fine in the moment, is now burning. Slowly, he went back to check. He could not believe it first. He tried desperately to get in to take his last stuff. No, he can't stay here any longer. He was walking aimlessly through the village, not knowing where to go next. As he heard them again. And again. The player runs to a cliff where he takes some bread. As he hears the whisper again. This is where the player had enough, as he goes the other way, hoping this entity would let him free. Strange was that the entity had the same name as the player. Then finds the rest of the village. This is the last time we saw player 411. It's unclear if he got out of the village or if the entity found him, but we can't forget that he had the same name as him. Looking deeper into the files, I found the answer. Stay tuned for part 2, so we can find out what happened. Player 411.